Ethan, first of all, welcome to the Rhinos. Pleased to be joining Leeds.
Yeah, man, it's been grinning from ear to ear since I've found out I was coming here. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to rip in and meet all the coaching staff and meet all the boys. So I feel like we're gonna have a good year. Really excited.
You obviously got to play against the Rhinos last year.
Yeah.
At Leigh, you're looking forward to having some of those your teammates this year.
Oh, 1,000,000%. The team we got here, from an outsider looking in from this season that just passed, Leeds are an awesome side. They were where they were for a reason, and that just proved to them, and they were unlucky to fall against St Helens in the finals this season. But I feel like we can take a few steps further and hopefully win some silverware this year or this coming season.
And you had a great year with the Leopards yourself, getting to the semi-finals part of that squad. Having had a year in Super League, now do you think you're even more ready for the challenges ahead?
1,000,000%. I feel like I want to find a bit more of a voice and be a bit more vocal and a bit more of a leader. So and want to back myself more as well. So I'm real excited, and we did have a good season at Leigh, and all the best to them for next season. But I'm here now, and I can't wait to rip in and start doing some real good things.
And of course, as a child, you spent a bit of time over in England with your dad playing at Wigan and Widnes. Does it feel a bit like being at home, being back over here last year?
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Like I love my time here. For the last 12 months, I love England, and I've got some memories, some fair memories I'll try and remember. But you can't get past the weather here. You can't get used to it. So no, like I said, I can't speak enough about how excited I am to start getting into some footy and playing some good footy with a new bunch of boys, a new team.
How big of an attraction was it working with Brad Arthur here at the Rhinos?
Oh, massive attraction. He's a really good coach. NRL caliber. And I feel like I'm going to learn a lot off him, and he's going to take my game, to the levels I know I can get to, and he's just only going to make me better as a player and a person. So I can't wait to work with Brad and the rest of the coaching staff and the boys as well. So yeah.
Was it good to get everything sorted early doors in pre-season? The fact you get a full pre-season with the boys, obviously everyone's back in on Friday. You're being, you can really hit the ground running.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like you need to be here at the start of the pre-season. So especially a new person coming in, you want to start gelling with them from the jump, and you're getting to know them. It's not easy, coming into a new group of boys, that have been together for so long. But I feel like I'm a bit of a social butterfly, and I like to muck around and sort of get comfortable early. So I feel like it's a great opportunity for me to come in and introduce myself and show the boys what I've got as a player, but show them what sort of person I am. So I'm excited.
And you briefly this morning got to meet Jeremiah Battalti, another new side.
Yeah.
He's a big old boy, isn't
he? He's a big fella. I'm looking up at him, but no, he played at Mackay Cutters, but briefly mentioned to him that I used to play at Capras. So I'm excited to obviously get to know him more and work alongside him and making each other better. So yeah.
And you mentioned pre-season starting on Friday. Is pre-season a challenge that you enjoy, or do you just get through it?
Coming up to pre-season, I'm trying not to think about it because it is so hard. But honestly, by the end of pre-season, you're so physically and you've sort of like upgraded. But it's only going to make me mentally stronger and better as a player. So I'm excited for the challenges ahead, and like I said, it'll make me a better player at the end of the day. So.
And you got to play at A&T Headingley with Leigh last year. I experienced the Rhinos fans as an away player.
Yeah.
Looking forward to running out there in Leeds colours.
Yeah, I can't wait to be on the good side of the good side of all that screaming and yelling. But I'm sure the Leeds fans are going to be roaring when we first step out at Headingley. So I'm really excited, and yeah, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it because I love that stuff, and I can't wait to show the fans what I got and give them 150% week in, week out.